Video is Blac Chyna gets Baphomet tattoo removed as she continues to change her life journey. I'm so shocked. Yo, Blac Chyna has really woken up, but waking up is also monetized gain as well. Now she getting her tattoos removed. She done got her plastic surgery removed. She done got a lip job removed. She ain't gonna get that nose job removed, but should we give her a clap for that? At least she's trying, right? We got to give her credit for trying. We got to give her credit for trying. Not a lot of girls out here can even recognize what they did wrong. So for Blac Chyna, we're gonna give you credit for trying to change your ways. But what people don't understand is it takes years to build up a reputation, and you can lose it in 5 minutes. Once you lose your reputation, it is almost impossible to get it back. Let's get to it.
Doing, Johnny? Got a little bit of tape right there. Say hey, Dream. Hi. Okay, so let's grab the mattress. All right, so y'all know that I have this Baphomet tattoo, right? It got to come off. You know what I mean? I'm not about to have no mark of the beast, anything like that. But I will tell you this: when I first got the tattoo, that is not what it meant to me. You know what I mean? And regardless of what it is, I just don't want anything negative or demonic on my body anymore. So I'm about to drive to Vegas to go get this removed.
You're doing amazing.
That look like it hurts. That really look like it hurts. Them lasers look like it hurt. But let's talk about it. Can a woman like Blac Chyna be reformed? Let's talk about that. Because you're going to have a lot of women that are going to go through these themes. And I tell you guys, women move in themes. You have to sit back and watch them shape shift. They're always going through emotions. When one mask runs out, she gets sick of wearing that mask. She would change up into a mask, but the moods behind the mask would still be the same, like I explained to you before. Can a woman like her be revised? I think that she's maturing. Can a woman mature? Yes, she can. She can mature. The only downfall is that men are visual creatures. This is why we love sex. We're always looking at women from a sexual standpoint. But the more valuable of a man that you become, the more intellect than sexual needs that you need from a woman. That's what women don't understand. The 20-year-old guys are going to always be chasing ass and titties. The 30-year-old guys are always chasing pretty face submissiveness and pretty much, how can I say, compatibility. They're looking for a woman they can have intellect conversations with and talk about life with. They need more mental stimulation than what they needed in their 20s. When you have women that are waking up later in life and they're trying to change their lives, kind of like what she's doing right now, you'll still be able to attract a guy, but you will still be attracting a weaker man. Why? Because regardless of what you're trying to do to change your life, the experienced guy will always be able to see her past. He will always be able to see, hey, you was that. You were out here doing that. You were out here screaming. You were out here that. So he still feels like she loses value, but she's thinking she's gaining value psychologically because she's removing things that devalued her. So now it's like, I'm a new person now. It's kind of like the girl who sluts herself out, gets drunk and slutty on Saturday night. She wants to repent, so she wakes up and goes to church the next day so she don't feel bad about what she did Saturday night. And you'll have a lot of people do this. If you were growing up in the church, you would know if you smoked weed and got drunk Saturday, you'll be like, man, I got to go to church, bro. I smoked weed yesterday. When you're young, that's what they're going to do. That's how a woman is. A woman's kind of like, oh my God, I did this. I do not like what I've become. I'm going to change my spirit. I'm going to change the way I see things. And now I want to just be looked at as a different person. So now everybody, my mask is changing. That's what she's saying. My mask is changing. I'm programming to another woman. So start treating me like this now. It didn't happen with Karen Stevens. Karen Stevens went out and said who she slept with, what celebrities she slept with, what dick she sucked, who ran a train on her, who did that. And then one day she woke up and said, hey, I'm a good girl. I don't want to be known as Superhead anymore. I want to be known by Karen Stevens. And it never worked out for her. Why? Because men are visual creatures. We're still going to be able to look at Karen and say, hey, we still see you as a slut. That's what made you famous. They're still going to always look at her like, we still remember you as this. But she inside, she's changed, and she wants the world to see her different. But they can't. So they place together these little stories that you're seeing now. Like, I just got my lip removed. I got my breast removed. I got that. We'll give you that. I cannot say, I can't be the one that be like, fuck Blac Chyna for wanting to better herself. I can't do that. Sorry. That realistically, I'm actually kind of proud. Give her another one. I'm proud of Blac Chyna for wanting to change her life, for wanting to see the light. I have to congratulate that, because theoretically, that's what men want out of women. They want a woman to be accountable for their actions. They want a woman to be accountable for the lifestyle that she's living. So we have to give her credit for being accountable. But it doesn't erase the past with men. Men never forget. They're still going to look at her as being easy. The guys that do have their life together, most of them are still not going to go towards her. It's because she has the stench of old men, and she has the baggage of other men. What does that mean? Regardless of what she's doing on surface, she still has a dark cloud that's going to follow her. All right, let's get to the next video. It's going to be Tate's lawyer gives us an update on what's going on with his case. Let's get to it. Another thing, let's get those likes and donations up. Show me some love or show me some like.
So,
we are grateful that the U.S. Embassy has now taken an interest in this case. I know that one of their highest priorities is to provide assistance to U.S. citizens detained abroad, like they've done for countless other U.S. citizens and recently for Brittany Griner and Taylor Dudley. We are optimistic that with their assistance, we can finally get the Tate brothers home. In the face of their prolonged detention, we must remember that the Tate brothers are presumed innocent, and false allegations can cause irreparable harm. Just this month, a 22-year-old UK woman was sentenced to 8.5 years in prison for falsely claiming she was raped and trafficked and forced to work as a prostitute over the course of several years.
First thing that we're going to do is, for the court system giving her 8 years, we're definitely going to clap on that. We're definitely going to do that. For her to put on the act like she's raped and did all this, all right, she get one of those. But for the court system, definitely. The court system gets that for giving her 8 years is because she deserved 8 years for lying on men and trying to get a man locked up. Said Spade on fire today from Chad David. Big shout out to my dude. Let's get back to it.
She went so far as to cause injuries to her own face with a hammer. The false accusations in that case led to multiple attempted suicides by the accused men within weeks of the false allegations. The Tate brothers strongly deny any wrongdoing and are resolute in maintaining their innocence. The bedrock of justice is the presumption of innocence and due process. We are simply asking for both. Thank you.
Hopefully the Tate brothers make it up out of here. I think at this point we're starting to miss Andrew Tate a little bit more. But I can tell you his buzz is starting to die out a lot. So whatever they're doing is working because they do realize that he has control over young men online. Now, you guys know I'm around a lot of people sometimes. Not a lot of people know who he is, but they know of him. But online is where he's mainly has the popularity at, and they're just slowing down his popularity. But his popularity is going to rekindle a flame the moment he gets out. The moment he gets out, I can tell you right now, he's going to break the internet. I can guarantee you that day he's going to break the internet. The first emergency meeting, he's going to break